How's it, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of Game Nights. This time we got our hands on the Commander Anthology, and we have some awesome returning guests. We have Cassius Marsh. He's back from the Seattle Seahawks. Woohoo! And our good friend Josh Kim from All Chat and League of Legends.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, the best way to support this show is from our amazing sponsor, cardkingdom.com/game nights. That's the affiliate link you'll need to use if you want to show your support for the show. So make sure you check it out if you're ever buying Magic product or singles or anything from the upcoming set, Hour of Devastation. And the cards look amazing for Commander, so make sure to check that out.
Yeah, you definitely want to pre-order that stuff. And the other way to support Game Nights is directly at patreon.com/commandzone. In fact, if you're a patron, you would have already seen this episode because patrons get early access to seeing Game Nights before anybody else whenever possible.
Yeah, that's right. And another awesome thing that we do for all of our viewers is give away a ton of free product. So make sure you stay till the end of the episode to find out how to win awesome stuff.
Yeah, don't miss out. All right, let's jump into Game Nights, episode number 8.
Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Game Nights. This is a very exciting one. We got our hands on the Commander Anthology.
Hi, my name is Cassius Marsh. I'm from LA area. I went to UCLA. Currently playing for the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm back on the show looking for my first victory.
Hey guys, I'm Josh Kim. I am currently a producer at Riot Games. I'm glad to be back on Game Nights, and we are going to be playing the Commander Anthology decks straight out of the box.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Jimmy Wong. Today, I'm going to be playing Derevi, Imperial Tactician. Derevi bypasses commander attacks, which is really important because her ability lets her to tap, untap things at instant speed, essentially, allowing me a lot of flexibility with how I play the deck.
So I am playing Kaalia. I know that I'm going to be dropping big angels, demons, and dragons, and beating face. So I'm pretty excited to play some big creatures.
Today, I'm going to be playing the Freyalise deck. Elf decks usually start out by trying to generate as much mana as possible, and then you just slam big things on the table until everyone's dead, hopefully.
And I'm going to be playing Meren. Meren is a graveyard recursion commander, so it has to do with the value of replaying your creatures over and over, sacking them, and then replaying them again. I really want to take the game into a long game because that's where Meren really shines. This is kind of weird. It's the first time everyone here's already been knighted.
Yeah, you've all been on the show.
I'm not really sure what to do.
Has everyone won on the show?
No.
I did not win. I thought I was going to win.
Well, you get a second chance.
Yeah, second chance.
But as we know, only one may stand.
And that person's gonna be me, all right. Fairy Conclave, tapped.
I will play a Plains, tap, Soul Ring. Oh.
All Commander players are scared of the turn 1 Soul Ring, so this is not very good.
It is a very dangerous thing to see ramp out of that deck. He's gonna potentially play Kaalia on turn 3 and be able to swing with her on 4 and drop just who knows what. So I'm actually really scared.
I'll play a Vivid Growth and then go ahead.
Play Forest, and no Soul Ring. Pass.
Oh, that's too bad. You know what's great though? Soul Ring.
You know?
And then Pilgrim's Eye.
That's so good.
It's pretty good. I'll get an island, and then I will pass the turn to you.
Turn 2 Soul Ring, only slightly less good than turn 1 Soul Ring. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of the mana ramp that these guys have going on.
Feels good to be on this side of the table.
Just gonna float this mana for no reason. I just played a bounce land. It's terrible. I mean, you turn 1 Soul Ring and you get nothing from it on turn 2. I got nothing past turn.
Forest?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Looking at my hand, I have all 5 drops. It's gonna be a slow start.
And then I will play Emerald Medallion.
It's like kind of a Soul Ring. Think of how much mana he's gonna save across the game with that.
Yeah.
Having 1 mana reduced for every spell I cast basically accrues mana value over time.
To start things off, I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Josh, I swing at you with Pilgrim's Eye for 1 in the air. And then I'll pass that turn. Derevi has a very special ability that lets her be flashed in essentially onto the battlefield. And when she comes into the battlefield, she can tap or untap a target permanent. So I hold this up hoping that I'm able to use it to the max. And if not, I just flash it in at the end of Josh Kim's turn.
I'll tap for 3, play Burrow Skilled Mage.
This card looks a little bit innocuous, but in the Kaalia deck, it's actually kind of scary because of the ability to give haste. So Kaalia has to swing to do her thing, but her thing is very, very powerful. So usually you want to try to stop it. Haste makes it a lot harder to stop.
It means that we could potentially be due for a ton of damage almost out of nowhere.
We are not off to a fast start. I will play a swamp and say go. Okay, so everybody's got mana ramp, and I'm just playing a land, and that's all I got.
So I'm gonna play all this Visionary, and it's only gonna cost me 1 mana because of Emerald Medallion, and then I'm going to cast Herald for only 2 mana because Emerald Medallion, and I sacrifice a land, and then I put 2 basics into play, and then again, because of Medallion, I get to play another card for 1 less.
Oh, that Medallion.
So in 1 turn, I'm able to basically save 3 mana.
He's off to even a faster start than the guys with Soul Ring.
Pass turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to use Derevi's ability to flash himself into the battlefield. He comes in, and then I will untap Soul Ring and do nothing with it. And then I will untap, go to combat, Josh Lee Kwai. I will swing you for 3.
No blocks.
Alright, because 2 creatures dealt combat damage, Derevi's gonna trigger twice, and I'll untap himself and Pilgrim's Eye. And then I'll play Thunderstaff. Very late. It's kind of a utility card, it's a cute interaction with Derevi. This is sort of the reality of playing a pre-constructed deck, is that sometimes you're greeted with cards that you normally would never play, but you know, you draw it, you play it, and hopefully it does some work in the long run.
Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about how I had none of this.
There's no red mana on Cassius's side of the board, which is bad for him, but, you know, honestly, I'm a little bit, a little sigh of relief because we don't have to worry about some crazy dragon, demon, angel thing coming in that we're not prepared for yet.
Red mana. I had none.
Still no red?
No red, but I will play Sarah Angel.
The classic.
Iconic.
I will swing at you, Josh.
Okay, I take 2.
Dose damage.
That slow start will always get you. This is normally what happens in Commander. If you don't do anything and everybody else does, they're just, it's easy. You can't do anything, so they just attack you. Doesn't seem fair, but, you know, as my mom used to say, life's not fair. All right, I'm going to bring out my Commander, Meren.
Ooh, very nice.
Not very good in this situation because Meren, usually you want her to come out and get you something out of the graveyard right away, even if it's just your hand. But because I have nothing in my graveyard, because I haven't played a single card this game, she does nothing.
Right now he has 0 experience counters and nothing to fetch out of his graveyard, but over the game, if the game progresses long enough, this could be a really dangerous card.
I mean, she's a 3/4, I guess, so she can block.
I'm gonna pay 4 for Freyalise.
Ooh, Llanowar's Fury.
And I will tick her up to 5, bringing out a Druid. I'm feeling good, but it's a little tentative because there's a lot of flyers on the board. I'm not going to be able to block everything, so what I'm hoping for is that people aren't going to team up and kill my Freyalise. And that will be it.
Freyalise, I think, is a really dangerous commander because it's going to be harder and harder to kill her if we let her get out of control. So I'm just going to say this now. I know this is going to come back against me later on, but I can't let Freyalise live. I'm looking at my board, I'm looking at Josh Kim's, and I kind of know what I have to do. Tap 3 and play Fiend Hunter, targeting Thornwheeled Archer. I'll go to combat. I'll swing both the Pilgrim's Eye and Derevi at Freyalise. And then before damage, I'm gonna tap Soul Ring to tap Thunderstaff and give my attack creatures +1/+0 for 5 damage total at Freyalise. Sorry, Josh Kim.
I'm pretty unhappy about it. Basically, I get blown out. It feels like I wasn't aggressing, and so that was just like a really aggressive move from Jimmy.
I knew that this was gonna be the beginning of a feud if we let it, and I had to get that commander off the table though, and I feel no remorse for doing so.
I'm glad that Jimmy took care of the Freyalise, because honestly that was the most scary card on the table. And it also is great when 2 of your opponents start bickering with each other, because then you don't have to worry about them, especially when you're off to a slow start like I am.
I'll pass turn.
Red mana, red mana, red mana, red mana, red mana, red mana.
Can we do it?
Nothing. I will play Vow of Duty on Sarah Angel. Give me a +2/+2 and Vigilance, which it already has.
It's a big Sarah.
If anyone swings at Jimmy, I can offer them something.
Josh Kim is a little salty about his Freyalise dying. He tries to strike a deal with Cassius.
I got you, dude. I can help you out.
I can give you something nice. I can give you a present if you start swinging at Jimmy instead of anyone else.
Hey, man, if you help me out here, I'll help you out, you know?
Well, it's not help you out really, right? Isn't it just like if you just hurt the guy that hurt me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course, I killed your commander right after you played it, but you don't need to go around asking other people to hit me out of spite. Come on, man.
When you play with people a lot, it's kind of like being siblings. You know, there's just a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of salt.
Cassius kind of gauges his options and decides, I'm just gonna roll the dice.
I'm gonna leave it up to the dice here, guys.
So how'd that little negotiation work out for you?
Didn't work out. Apparently, dice are better friends than me. So
I swing at Josh Kim with Sarah Angel,
I take 6.
and I did not get this gift.
He could have hit me, and there's really nothing I could do about it, and then he would get whatever benefit that Josh Kim is offering. So I'm not really sure why he didn't, but I'm grateful.
At that point, I was like, okay, well, I guess I know who to make the deal with.
Jimmy, I'm gonna swing at you for 3. I figure I might as well hit Jimmy, and then maybe I'll get the good thing that Josh Kim was offering to Cassius. So, you know, whatever the good thing is, I'll take it. Like, I need all the help I can get at this point.
Sure, I will take 3 and go to 37.
And then I will play Mazarek.
If you watch the podcast, you know that Josh always laments how bad his Mazarek deck is. Well, he plays Mazarek out now, and it's just as bad on an empty board.
Another general that you want some setup for, like a way to sacrifice creatures. And also you want creatures out on the battlefield to sacrifice. I'm sensing a theme here. I don't have any of the things I need.
So his deck, the way it's supposed to function, it's not getting there at all.
And I will pass turn.
So remember, I had that card that could help an opponent out. The problem is, if I give all these critters to Josh and he has a sacrifice outlet, Mazarek goes
Just gets huge,
nuts.
yeah.
Hey man, I attacked Jimmy. You said if somebody attacked Jimmy.
That's true. I will be a man of my word. I'm gonna play Soul Ring, and I will cast Soulburn Offering. Because of Medallion, instead of X equaling to 6, it's actually equal to 7.
The cool thing about this card is that you're supposed to give one opponent one thing and another opponent the other thing, but you get both.
So initially what I wanted to do was give all the small guys to Cassius and the big guy to Josh, but because of what happened, I just ended up giving both to Josh Lee Kwai instead. So I'll choose an opponent. Hey Josh, how's it going?
Hey.
You want a tree folk?
I do.
All right, great. Hey Josh, you want some elves?
Well, this is great. I just get 7 1/1s and a 7/7.
I can't even believe what just happened. Oh.
All right.
Welcome to the family of elves.
Josh Lee Kwai's smiling like it's Christmas.
Pays to make friends.
Probably should have listened.
Were you rethinking your previous decision?
I mean, I was definitely regretting it. I mean, but I felt like my conscience was clear, you know what I mean? Because I left it to the dice.
In terms of what's on the table that can do a lot of damage with tokens, Mazarek is the only creature that can do it, and then you just gave all of these tokens to him. Are you insane?
I mean, my outlook for the game went from like here to here, just like that. And it was from nothing I even did. Commander is awesome.
I just hope it doesn't come back to bite me. And I will pass my turn.
I'm gonna untap, and I'm gonna be glad, because Thunderstaff is never being tapped ever again.
That's a good point. The Elf Warriors can't even hit him, basically.
I am sorry for talking smack about Thunderstaff, because I couldn't be more pleased with any card in my deck right now. It seems like the perfect answer to the dumb shenanigans that Josh Kim is up to. I'm gonna tap Soul Ring and 2 blue, and play Dungeon Geists. When it enters, I will target Josh Kim 7/7 and keep it tapped down.
You know, I have a tree folk. Josh has a tree folk. He could have chose anyone else, but he chooses me.
Does it feel like at this point you and Jimmy have like a little vendetta going?
Yeah, so definitely at this point I'm like, Jimmy just has it against me for some reason.
If I would have cast a card that made a bunch of tokens like that for my board, then all of a sudden I become the target. But because Josh Kim did it for me, then it actually makes him the target. So I just get this stuff, and at the same time, people are frustrated with somebody else. Like, I couldn't have written it better myself.
Okay, Josh Lee Kwai will swing at you with Derevi for 2 in the air, and then Josh Kim will swing at you for 1 in the air with Pilgrim's Eye.
So I'll take 2, Josh Kim takes 1.
Because 2 creatures dealt combat damage, Derevi's going to trigger twice, and I'll untap himself and Soul Ring. In my second main phase, I'm going to tap Soul Ring and a green to play Phantom Nantuko. With all these creatures on the board, my biggest priority is to just make sure I don't die in the next 2 turns.
I'm not even gonna ask for red mana because I know I'm not gonna get it.
Red mana.
Red mana.
I got you.
I said I wasn't gonna ask.
Yeah, I
You're
wasn't
not
making you ask.
asking.
I'm asking.
Yeah, we're asking.
I didn't get it. Am I ever gonna draw red mana? And I will do nothing past turn.
Cassius is clearly just like not finding the right mana. He's just not really playing anything.
I feel bad, but not that bad.
So I go and I draw my card for the turn. Wow.
Wow, what's the card? This is the worst cliffhanger. You can't do this to me.
Hey, you're going to find out in just a second. But first, we have to talk about our awesome sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you use our affiliate link, cardkingdom.com/gamenights, you're going to be supporting the show and make sure that it continues to happen. I mean, you're going to buy Magic cards anyway. just use the affiliate link so you can make sure that more game nights continues to come out.
Yeah, and our other sponsor for the show is Ultra Pro. They provide all of the awesome giveaway stuff that we give away at every single episode. So much product. They gave away tons of stuff for our gathering in GP Vegas. They are an awesome, awesome sponsor. And of course, they make the Eclipse sleeves, which we use in this episode, as well as the John Avon Full Art sleeves.
So good.
If you want to get some of these products as well, just go to cardkingdom.com/GameNights. It's all there. And it really does help the sponsors know that they are making the right choice in supporting this show that we all love so much. Okay, so what's the card?
Well, you're about to find out.
Yes. Or maybe no. I hope it's good.
It's good.
For me?
No.
Oh.
So I draw my card for the turn. Wow.
Josh Lee Kwai rips a card off the top and just does one of those moments.
Josh tends to give this look when he's thinking, and it's like a really blank stare. I'm gonna do a little impersonation for you, and he's just like, his eyes get really big, and he's like, he stares off into the distance. He's
choices, choices, and choices.
Josh then goes into beautiful mind mode where he's just thinking really deep about something.
And you could just tell the numbers are just cranking in his head, like what's gonna happen.
It's one of those moments where so many things start swirling into your head because the card is so insanely powerful in this scenario.
I'm concerned. I'm really concerned.
Something bad's about to happen.
A bigger sense of dread could not have gone over the entire table.
Maybe I'll just try and do equal damage to everybody. Then I'll probably die from it, but it'll be better than just killing a couple people right now, I think.
You are capable to kill? You can kill someone?
I'm gonna play Overwhelming Stampede.
Holy crap. Woo. This is a bomb of a card, but it's more of a bomb because someone gave Josh Lee Kwai a 7/7 and 7 1/1s. Josh Kim.
You guys caused it yourselves.
That's not true. You cast the spell and chose him twice. You cannot say we caused it. I'm at my edge, man. I'm kind of ticked off because Josh Kim is just acting out of control, and now it's gonna come bite all of us in the butt.
I have a 7/7. So everything will get +7/+7 and trample.
Oh my God, just
Sylvan Offering looks really, really bad at this point.
We're all gonna die. This is it.
So, yeah.
It's basically all my fault.
Basically, it is your fault.
But I was pushed there by a bully.
Oh boy.
It's turn 6. It wasn't a situation where I really wanted to be KOing people yet.
So this is 30 damage coming at Cassius, 32 damage coming at Jimmy.
Oh my God.
And 27 damage coming at Josh Kim.
Okay.
You know, I honestly didn't do the calculations as far as how they would block or how they even should block. I just left that to them. We'll see how it goes.
I will block the Fiend Hunter on one of them and block the Phantom Nantuko on another.
I will block the Elf Warrior. So I blocked with the Guild Mage. I don't block with the Sarah Angel because the creatures won't be 7/7s forever. So I'll still have at least one blocker.
Originally, I wasn't going to block and just say, hey, I'm just going to be down to 4 life, whatever. But I realized that I need to at least get myself out of immediate kill range of the flyers that were on the board. I will block 4 of my elves on your much bigger warrior.
All right, let's go to damage.
Okay, before damage, I'm gonna tap 2 and use my Thunder Staff to give all attacking creatures +1/+0.
Oh.
Thunder! Around, round, round, round. Thunder! Around, round, round, round.
Okay, so let's do damage again.
We're all going down in a big flame of glory.
Okay.
I'm a red player. I want a little bit of chaos. I want to see people's lives go down.
Okay, so Josh Kim, you're gonna take 26. Jimmy, you're gonna take 31.
Jeez Louise. Wow.
And Cash, you're gonna take 31.
Rock, ching, ching. That's the battle, and then the dust settles.
Everyone takes a bajillion damage, and everyone is now sitting at like single-digit life.
And I'm at this pristine 33 life, and I'm like, okay, I gave you guys a fighting chance, but from here on out, I'm ahead in this race, and I think I can bring it home.
Well, I could not have predicted Josh's top deck.
Well, I'm gonna go back to one thing. Josh Kim drops one of the most ridiculous statements I've heard, potentially in my entire life.
And I wasn't gonna give it to Jimmy because he abuses tokens just as much as anyone else.
The phrase "you abuse tokens as much as anyone else" is not just blatant. You can't just drop blatant falsities
You know what?
and then expect me to not respond.
From that point forward, there was just so much salt going on between the two of them.
Jimmy is little.
You cannot justify me not taking out Freyalise when I had the chance.
Why?
What do you mean why?
So at this point, Jimmy's salt level has
just careened off the charts.
I don't even need to justify
Wait,
this.
that's oh my god.
I don't
Okay,
need to
whatever.
justify this.
He might be a little more salty than I originally let on.
Super salty.
I am not salty, I am right. And being right is different than being salty. I'll say why I'm heated, because you actually can't say that I don't have justification for
definitely
killing.
say
I'm not salty. I'm not salty. There's nothing. There's no salt. I'm as sweet as can be. I'm just a sugary little baby boy right over here. Look at that. There's not a single. I might be sweating, but I'm sweating sugar, not salt. All right. I am not salty.
So are we on truce to try to kill Josh then?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'm down.
Josh Kim on his turn proposes a very sound strategy, which is, hey, you guys all want to kill Josh Lee Kwai?
If something big happens and somebody does something really good, you know what I mean? Like, it's the board state, so you know you go after him.
We just have to do as much damage as we can, I think.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm just gonna crack at you with these guys
For 6?
for 6 damage.
Okay, I'll take 6.
Seems not very impressive. Okay, so I'm gonna tap all my mana and use the Emerald Medallion to play Wolfbriar Elemental,
Nice.
and I will kick it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So I get 5 little wolves.
That is a lot of wolf tokens, and that's actually kind of scary because now that they're all trying to kill me, I have to worry about stuff like that, and also can block all of my stuff.
So at that point, I was just hoping to go under the radar because people still had flyers, which meant that basically at any point, Cassius or Jimmy could just outright kill me. And I was just hoping that people were too focused on killing Josh Lee Kwai to notice my board, basically.
Okay, let's play Karmic Guide. And
Oh.
I'm gonna bring Fiend Hunter back from the battlefield.
Nice.
And I'm gonna Fiend Hunt your Mazarek. I have to get rid of Mazarek. It's just too dangerous that Josh might find a way to sacrifice a creature and pump all of his guys. Go to combat. Josh Kim really leaves himself completely open, and I'm sitting there like, I could just kill him right now. And I am salty about things, but am I evil? Josh Lee Kwai? No. I honor the agreement. I'm not going to kill Josh Kim. Swing at you with Pilgrim's Eye, Derevi, and Dungeon Geists for a total of 6 damage.
I will take 6.
I will use Derevi's ability to untap himself, the Dungeon Geists, and a Soul Ring. The cool thing about these precons is that they have a wide variety of cards that do all sorts of different things, and I have a card in my hand that is so good that if I'm able to maximize what I get out of it value-wise and able to use it on my turn in the best situation, I think I'm gonna win this game. And then I will pass turn.
So, just on this turn, I drew a very interesting card. With this board state, is going to be able to completely turn the game around for me. The card is an instant, so I just have to be patient and wait for the right moment to play it and get the most out of it. All right, Sarah Angel swinging at you for a 6.
Got a 15.
You know, it goes to show, it doesn't matter how far in front you are. When it's 3 against 1, it's very hard to sort of maintain that position.
So everyone's at a very precarious life total. Things are looking pretty good.
The 2 people who could have just killed me have now swung at Josh Lee Kwai, so I, take a deep breath there, because I'm like, now I have all these creatures. If I get to untap, everyone's life total is really, really low. I think I might be able to just steal the game.
Then it comes to Josh Lee Kwai's turn, and again he goes into the tank.
And then he does the beautiful mind thing again.
And the numbers are swirling around his head once again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This time my calculations are, can I kill people?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What is happening?
Okay. Go to combat. Josh Kim, I will send 5 Elf Warriors at you. And Jimmy, I will send Meren, the 7/7, and 2 Elf Warriors at you.
And he swings everything sideways.
Because Josh Kim and Jimmy are at such low life totals, they have to block anything that I attack them with because they can't afford to let anything through because any surprise I might have can just kill them out of nowhere.
I guess I'll block each of the elves with my wolves.
He's got to have another pump spell, but I have nothing I can do besides just chump block because my life is so low.
Boop, 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 boop. And just in case, boop.
What? What does he have? Does he have another pump spell? Is he just knowing that he's gonna die next turn because we all still have this truce against him? What is his plan here? I will put the Phantom Nankuko on the big guy.
Yep.
And then I'll put Karmic Guide on Meren.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. I will flash out Great Oak Guardian.
And there's a really good card in this situation because not only does it cause my guys to eat their guys, it also untaps all of my creatures and now I can block.
Why did I let this happen? Why did Josh Kim let this happen, actually? That's the real question we should be asking. I am never salty.
So everybody declares their blockers. I decide that the card that I drew responds. This is my opportunity to get the most out of it. Before damage is dealt, I will play Congregate.
Okay, wow.
I chose to play it in that moment because there were blockers declared, some creatures were going to die, so this was my opportune moment.
And at this point, there were a billion creatures.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 times 2, 58 life.
58 life.
That's such a good card right now. It's like,
That card just propelled Cassius from the cellar to like the mountaintop.
Uh-oh, this swung around so quickly. This is insane. Before damage as well, I'll tap then Tuco to add a +1/+1 counter to it.
Now damage resolves. I'll order the wolf first. So all the wolves will die. And my elf warrior dies. That will give me an experience counter for Meren.
Oh my gosh. Karmic Guide will die. And Tuco will go down 1.
Yep.
After it takes damage.
And the elf warriors get reduced by the thunderstaff.
And I take 4. Thunderstaff has saved my life at this point. If it wasn't for that Thunderstaff, I would have just died on this attack. So, what a card. What an overperformer.
And now all my wolves have died. My board's looking pretty weak all of a sudden. And Josh Lee Kwai has untapped all his creatures, which means that I can't crack back at him. I'm in a rough spot again.
Pass turn.
I'm at 2 life. We still have a truce. I have to survive 1 more turn of Josh Kim's. But I still have that 1 card that I've been holding, and it's going to be the biggest play of the game for me.
So I'm gonna use 10 mana to play Lifeblood Hydra for 7.
Okay.
At this point, life gain is super important, and Lifeblood Hydra might give me the life I need. So I'm just hoping someone kills it.
Can we kill Josh Lee Kwai at all? Is there any way? Because he's just gonna murder us now.
he's all untapped.
I can't attack at all, so.
At this point, I'm just pretty certain that Jimmy is going to run away with the game.
Alright, pass.
Cassius, I want to strike a deal with you.
Okay, well this is scary.
I need you to kill Josh Kim, and I'll kill Josh Lee Kwai, and there'll be 1v1. I'll be at 2, and you'll be at 64. What do you think?
Guys, I'm right here. I can hear you. You know that, right?
I think it's done. I mean, yeah, dude, it's a done deal. Bro.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Deal. It's a deal.
No second thoughts.
No second thoughts. Yeah, no, absolutely.
With that, I think the road is clear. I think I've given myself the best chance to win this game, especially since Cassius still hasn't drawn red mana.
Cassius, man, I offered you a deal, you deny it, and then Jimmy just said, hey Jimmy, oh yeah, I'll just make a deal with you instead. Come on, Cassius.
It comes to my turn. I play the card I've been holding on to this entire time. Okay, I'm gonna play Washout for green. Because Josh Kim had been giving green creatures to Josh Lee Kwai, Josh Lee Kwai's deck was green and black. This meant that it was a single-sided board wipe for both of them. It was gonna bounce everything.
Wash out. Oh, man.
My board, which is mainly tokens, and that Lifeblood Hydra, which I just played, which I want to have just died, but instead comes back to my hand and does nothing.
This is just like backbreaking. I'm not sure there's a way to come back from this. This card just does so much work.
And I'm just sitting here doing this. This is it. Okay, I'll go to combat. So I'm gonna swing at you for 5, Josh. And then before damage, I'll use my Thunderstaff to give my creatures +1/+0.
Yep, I take 8. That takes me to 7.
And then I will recast Derevi and Phantom Dentuko and pass turn.
Luckily, I get 1 more untapped step, but I'm not sure in this situation what card I can draw that's really gonna get me out of this.
So I complete my side of the deal. Josh Kim, Sarah Angel, your face. They're me too.
Hey. Wait, I need knives. I need knives in the back because I'm Caesar and all the people around me. Oh, the knives in my back. Et tu, Cassius.
After suffering an entire game of being called salty and incorrect for the things I was doing, I decided to do the masterstroke of them all, which is to take my salt and not kill Josh Kim myself, but rather get someone else to do it for me, as is the ultimate tactical play.
Oh, gross!
And I'm going to pass turn.
Is there any way to live?
So, I just gotta dig for an answer, and unfortunately, digging requires me to take 1 damage.
I'm gonna cast Phyrexian Ravager so I can draw a card and lose a life.
And I don't get anything good.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
And I'll untap, return, and play Azami Lady of Scrolls. Azami is amazing because it allows me to tap wizards and draw cards for them. However, Derevi allows me to untap cards, so I'm essentially able to draw up to 3 extra cards a turn with my current board state. And then I'm gonna go to combat, and Josh Lee Kwai. I will swing at you with everything, and use Thunderstaff again to pump my team.
Okay, before I go, I'm going to Golgari Charm for all creatures get -1/-1.
Okay. Pilgrim's Eye will die.
Listen, it's not gonna matter. It's gonna kill one of Jimmy's like insignificant creatures, but it's just I have to. If you're gonna come and try and take me out, then if I have one punch left to throw as I'm going down, I'm gonna do it.
That's it. I'm dead.
That looked like a lame punch. I don't punch like that, just FYI.
That's what a Golgari charm punch.
Yeah.
So now it's a race. Can I hit Cassius enough times to take him from 60 plus to 0 before he's able to cast the spells that potentially might be able to kill me in combat?
Sir Angel swing.
I will tap 3 and flash out Winged Kodal, which means that I can get rid of Cassius's only real threat. Block the Sarah Angel.
So great. Now I have nothing. My board state is literally nothing.
Meaning that now the board state is clear. He doesn't have red mana, and I have to kill him before he's able to draw into an answer and defeat me. At the end of your turn, I'll use Azami's ability to draw a card. I'm only at 2 life, so I have to play it really carefully. And then I'm gonna go to combat, swing at you with the team.
And then from that point on, it looks like I'm just gonna be getting my face beaten.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll use Thunderstaff to make it 10, 11, 12, 13. And then Derevi's ability will trigger, and I'll untap 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll pass turn.
So I draw a card, nothing, pass turn, get beat in the face.
I'll swing for 9. Then I will activate Thunderstaff to give them all +1/+0, so it's 14. So with Azami and Derevi on the board, I'm starting to swing in every single turn, use my Thunderstaff to add extra damage, and untap, and then use the Azami to draw extra cards. And then I'll tap 3 and play the Thornwind Fairies, and I will pass the turn back to you.
Cassius is literally just hoping for mountains off the top of his deck.
And I draw Rakdos Signet.
Uh-oh, that's red mana.
And I'm able to get Kaalia out. Maybe next turn I'm gonna put some big creatures out like the deck is supposed to.
It's a race now.
Okay, I'm gonna play Miss Meadow Witch.
Oh, that's pretty good.
With Miss Meadow Witch and the Dungeon Geist, I'm able to lock down the Kaalia, but it's a big mana sink on me. But it doesn't matter, I'm still able to swing in with the whole team. I will swing at you for 10, 11, 12. Chunk him down.
I'll take it. Take damage.
So go to 25.
For end step,
Yep.
I will use Miss Meadow Witch to exile Dungeon Geists, my second main, and then at my end step, Dungeon Geist will come back and it'll target Kaalia to tap her down.
Finally get Kaalia out, and I'm thinking like, oh fine, like I'm gonna be able to do some things, and he taps it down, and I have no answers.
I only need to hit him probably 2 more times to win this game.
So I draw Darksteel Ingot.
Oh, Dark Steel.
And all of a sudden, I think things are about to go bad because he has access to 2 red mana.
I will tap for 6, and I will Comet Storm.
What? And all of a sudden, the heavens are raining down upon me. It's a Comet Storm. I just get hit in the face for 4 damage, and with that, bleh, I die.
Do you want to give me like an I win victory pose?
I think this is a good one right here.
That's your victory pose?
Yeah.
You know, all in all, it was a great day. I got to drink my favorite salty beverage, get a little angry at things I maybe shouldn't have, and die to a Comet Storm out of nowhere after having a dominant board position and playing the best washout of my entire life. But so it goes.
Shenanigans, you know? Like, this game was all about shenanigans. Everyone just, like, did crazy stuff.
Overall, super fun day, super fun game.
If you want to just have some fun with friends, you want to play a good Commander game, like these decks are definitely awesome for that.
I don't always drink salt water, but when I do, it's with the Commander Anthology.
Then you drink it.
I'm not drinking this.
Hey, that's the joke. You gotta drink it.
This tastes awful. I drank it once and I almost died. I almost gagged. I'm not drinking it.
Come on, man.
I'm only taking the joke so far. I'm not that dedicated to this joke, Josh.